Hey, what's up guys? This is Logan. Today we're going to be talking about gym anxiety, the stress of going to the gym for a newbie, intimidation with the gym, and just how to make it easier for you to start going. So the first things first is I want you to recognize and realize that everybody that goes to the gym has some level of anxiety. First time users that have never gone, people that have taken a long hiatus or break or coming back, or people that have been going to the gym their entire life. They all have anxiety and stress about the gym. It's just manifested in a different way, and they stress about other things. So just keep that in mind that everybody else is also anxious about going to the gym. It's a social situation. There's tons of people everywhere. It can be intimidating for anybody. So just realize that when you start thinking about going to the gym, because ultimately we want you to get in the gym, right? So if the anxiety is so paralyzing or crippling that we never go to the gym and we never start our fitness journey, that's not good, right? We want to actually go and start our journey. Tip number one is that people are focused on themselves when they're at the gym. So when you go to the gym, you're thinking everybody's staring at you. People are thinking that you look awkward. People might think you're fat or overweight, or that you feel like you don't belong there. Something along those lines, right? When in reality, that's far from the truth, right? So everybody there that's working out, even though it's a social environment, there's a lot of people there, it's a environment where everybody's focusing on making themselves better. Them and their partner, right? So they're just focusing on their own workout, and really they don't care what the other person is doing. From my personal experience, when I'm at the gym, even if somebody looks like it's their first time here, I rarely notice that to begin with. But if I do notice it, I'm just like, oh, whatever. I notice it, look away. That's it. I don't even think anything, nor would I ever say anything to that person, right? So I'm there to work on myself, to make myself better. I don't care about what the other person's doing. So remember that when you go into the gym, nobody's thinking about you. They're only, as selfish as it sounds, are only there for themselves. So tip number two, which is probably the most important to lower your anxiety and stress about going to the gym, is to make a plan. Even if it's a super rough plan, it doesn't have to be very detailed and broken down or anything like that, but have an idea of what you're doing when you go to the gym, right? So if you go to the gym and you have no idea what body group you're working or muscles or, types of exercises you're doing, it's gonna be way more stressful when you're just walking into a new gym and just walking around aimlessly looking for something to do, right? Have a plan, have a structure going into it. So for example, hey, today I'm gonna do legs. I wanna do squats, leg extensions, leg curls, lunges, whatever. Have a list of what you wanna do, have some sort of plan, and go in there and do that. So when you come to the gym, you're like, hey, there's a squat rack. Let's go straight there. Let's get started, all right? And if that's not open, look at your next exercise you wanna do, find that machine, whatever, find those weights, do it, all right? So on top of that, not only do you wanna have a plan, you wanna have an idea of kinda how to do it. So if you don't know how to do a certain exercise, but you've heard of it and whatever, and you plan on doing that, watch a few YouTube videos. Super easy. Google how to do a squat. There's millions of videos on YouTube how to do a proper squat, and start there. Have some idea of how to do the exercise, so when you walk in, that lowers your anxiety about making it look like you're a newbie. So next tip, pretty big one, is earbuds, which might sound self-explanatory. Everybody in the gym wears headphones, earbuds, whatever, right? But this is very important. So whether or not you're listening to music, you're listening to audiobooks, podcasts, whatever, YouTube videos, it is a very easy way to tune out and distract yourself from everybody around you, right? So we were talking about earlier about having anxiety about everybody else looking at you, paying attention to you. So if you have that music and are able to drown out the sound and just the environment around you, it makes it much easier to just focus on what you're doing, focus on your workout and your body. So a huge one, and I still struggle with this and do this quite often, right? So a big tip is to wear comfortable clothing. So you'll see a lot of people in the gym wearing tank tops, stringers, super tight clothing, body forming, contorting, whatever. tons of people wear those types of clothes, right? And maybe one day you'll feel comfortable wearing that. But if you don't, wear something you feel comfortable in. If it's an oversized t-shirt or big hoodie and sweatpants, wear that, all right? So, and this is still an insecurity I struggle with. When I was extremely overweight, and I still do it to this day, I readjust my clothes, especially my shirt. I'll pull on it, I'll readjust it, I'll readjust my pants, I'll readjust my clothing almost like constantly, it seems like, because I used to hate the idea of like body forming clothes and people being able to see essentially my body from like the shape of my clothes, and I still struggle with it. And if you do, that's okay. But from personal experience, if I would wear super baggy clothing, like a hoodie or something like that, I knew that the other person couldn't like see my body through my clothes, if you get what I'm saying. And it made me feel more comfortable, and I was able to focus more energy on going to the gym and actually doing the workout versus like having so much anxiety and stress about like my chest is like super big and people can see my man boobs or whatever. All right, so this next one's gonna sound kind of counterintuitive because in the short term, it's gonna be more anxious more than likely, but in the medium to long term, it's gonna pay off and it's only gonna benefit you. So I want you to take like a week, take one day before you're gonna start working out. Google all the gyms in your area that you're willing to drive to and that are in your price range. Make a list of them, and one day go to one gym, second day go to another gym, third day go to the next gym. And I essentially want you to like just spend a week or even two, depending on how many gyms there are, going to all these different gyms and trying them out. Most gyms, even if they don't advertise it, if you walk in and say, hey, I want to try out this gym, can I have a free day pass? More than likely, they're going to be like, hell yeah, we'll let you try it out for a day. So yeah, just go try out a bunch of gyms, because if you don't like the environment of your gym, you're not going to want to go there every day and work out, right? So if you're super new to working out, you probably don't want to go to the super grungy, hardcore gym that's got like a bunch of bodybuilders with their shirts off flexing in the mirror, right? You probably want to go to somewhere a little bit more inviting and more at your level. And if you want to eventually graduate into that, that's cool. But I get if that's very intimidating to try all these different gyms. Safe bet, go to Planet Fitness. I've been to Planet Fitness. I still go occasionally, and it's a very inviting gym. Really, it is. And once you outgrow that, you can go somewhere else. But at that point, you'll probably be more confident in your workouts and yourself to where it's not as big of a deal. So this is crucial, and I've done this a bunch whenever I've restarted going to the gym, is get a gym buddy, right? So get somebody that wants to work out or is already working out, go to the gym with them. That literally, for me personally, it took away all anxiety, right? Because we're doing it together. I always have this safety net to talk to my partner, my friend. I can always have a conversation with them, and we're really just having fun while we're working out. Ideally, if you can do that. If you can't, you can always hire a coach. Same kind of factor. You still have somebody there to help you out and show you the ropes and lower that stress. All right, so second to last tip is try to go at a slower time of the day if you can. Obviously, if you work a 9 to 5, it's gonna be kind of hard, because you'll have that super early morning crowd and you'll have that like post-work crowd. But if your gym's open super late, if you can afford to, go later in the day. There's gonna be less people there. The equipment's gonna be more open. You're gonna be able to go from exercise to exercise. There's gonna be just less people. And I still like doing that myself. I like going during off times, just because it's more convenient for me. I don't have to wait on equipment. I can do the actual workout I want to, but also it's just, when it's packed to the room with people, it's just annoying to work out, and it's still stressful for me. Last tip, really not a tip, but to close out this video, it too shall pass, right? So while it might be super anxious and stressful to go to the gym, especially if you've never worked out before, going to the gym is intimidating. I totally get it. I totally understand. And everybody understands that. It's very universal. But if you can just get to the gym, even if it's just do treadmill, like get on the treadmill and look at other people lifting weights so you have an idea of what's going on, right? Just go there, Eventually you'll get stronger, more confident, you'll lose weight. Whatever your goals are, you'll start achieving them and you'll start enjoying the gym, and it won't be as anxious anymore or stressful. Like I said, you'll still have other anxieties and insecurities, always. It's never gonna go away, but you will get better with them, be able to cope with them better, and overall, the gym is an awesome experience, so you really do need to give it a chance. All right, guys, thank you for watching the video. Please go to the channel, subscribe. I do have a bunch of other ideas for videos coming out soon. Catch you later.